Hey, welcome back to Turntable Guy. What you see in my hands here are the remains of the motor mounts for this Kenwood KD-2055, affectionately known as the Rock. I actually had this turntable in my shop here for about 2 months, sitting and waiting for parts to come in, and they have come in. And we're going to attempt to install them and see how it works. This is some kind of rubber material. It's not rubber because it's crystallized and hardened, so the motor actually sinks down and is no longer properly supported and makes a lot of noise, and the belt doesn't ride properly. So if you have one of these tables and you go to service it and this is what you find, unfortunately, they're gonna have to go in the garbage, but there supposedly is a repair, and we're going to cover that here today. And this is what we have. We have two sets of rubber grommets that supposedly make up the correct height for the motor. These were ordered from Voice of Music, which is an online retailer for turntable needles and parts. Check them out. They sell a lot of interesting stuff. And these are the two parts that were sent. As far as the turntable itself, it's a little bit rough. It has no feet, so it's just sitting on its base. The customer says he has some feet for it. It does have a brand new belt, which I installed, but we're going to have to take it apart to get at the motor, and let us begin. All right. So I've already serviced everything on this table, but this video is not about servicing a Kenwood. It's very similar to any other belt drive from this era. You're going to lubricate your spindle motor. You're going to lubricate and service your main motor by removing the top and bottom bearing plates, okay, and getting your lubrication in there. What we're going to do here, this is a very heavy turntable, by the way. I guess that's why they call it the Rock. So we're going to flip this over and get at it. Okay, through the magic of editing, take our base off. And we are presented with our motor. And here it is here. And these are the mounts that we're talking about here. Now, I have never done this particular repair before, so it's a first for me. And I'm hoping it works well. So what you need to do is remove your 3 retaining screws. And now your motor should be loose. And just to give you an idea, these are the old mounts here, and they would sit between on this post, sit up against the plinth, and then the motor would come down. And when you flip the turntable over, is that right? Maybe it's like this, sorry. So the motor goes down, these would go on here, these retaining screws would hold it, and then when you turn the turntable over, these would come down and cushion the motor. So the motor would hang down, and any vibrations would be cushioned by these. But they're not going to cushion anything anymore because they're hard like a rock. So that's where the new ones come in. And now these ones, there are 4 beige ones, and there are 4 black ones, but we only need 3. So let's just take out 3 actually, and then we'll leave the spares for the owner, so he's got some extras just in case these fail as well. So put one each away. Now here's your part number, just in case you're curious. We have a VM36948 and a VM2773. So I don't know if there's a particular order for these or not, but it looks like some of it's going to have to go through the top here and point downwards, which could very well be this. Again, I have never done this before. If I were to guess, something like that. So these go in. So they're sitting nice and flush on the motor, like that. There's a little notch here. You just want to squeeze these in to where they ride on that notch. Like that. Now these are not like perfect for this table, right? They're kind of like a DIY. Someone probably, you know, tried it themselves and then spread the word, and now this has become the apparent repair for this. So they are just a little bit feels a little bit bigger than the hole. So you can see it's not perfectly round. This one is. You know what? Let's try one of the beige ones. See if they sit better. The beige ones are definitely these are spongier. The black ones are spongier. Beige ones are definitely harder. So maybe these ones would be better for the motor part here. I'm not sure. I don't really think there's much of a difference. If anything, the beige ones feel a little bit more solid, so I think I'm going to put them through the motor part, and then we'll hang the black ones on the other side. Just a little bit of residue from the old ones here. Yeah, I think I'm liking this better, but see, the motor's got to be able to slide down too, right? So just out of curiosity, you know, is there enough space for this motor to fall down here? Yeah, it feels okay. They're both just a slightly bit tight around these posts. These posts they're textured. It's almost like sandpaper. They're so textured. But I'm going to continue putting these beige ones here. I do like the way they sit in these holes better in the grommet. Oops, put that one in backwards. Okay. All right, so if we drop that in, right, and then we put our black ones in like that, And then our retaining screws. I wonder if that's the way to do it. Or did the black ones need to go in the motor? I guess we're going to find out. I definitely like the way the beige one sits in the motor better than the black one. I'm just wondering if this black one moves a little nicer on the post. I mean, the motor's pretty heavy, right? I guess we'll find out together. Now the other thing I'm thinking that needs to be done is to adjust the pulley height on the other side. Oops. Helps fit the black one in, right? Okay. New suspension. Yeah, this looks good. I'm liking this. This motor is heavy. It's going to pull these down the post. Motor's already been lubricated, which is good. So let's just pop this on real quick and see where we're at. There's no feed on this turntable, so it's going to make some motor noise anyway. Why aren't you going in? Okay. The hinges for the dust cover are missing as well. So this turntable definitely needs work. Okay, so there's our support for the motor now. Doesn't look bad at all, you know. The height for the belt looks good too. Somebody did their homework. Let's test it out. I'm pretty impressed. Belt looks right on there. Let's see what happens here. Okay. Well, I got to tell you folks, I'm really impressed. This table was making the worst howling noise, and it's working great. The motor is dead silent. Wow. I don't know if these are auto return or not. It should be. Probably needs an adjustment. That's not why we're here today. The cut works. We're here for that motor repair, and guess what? This is done. Well, that was very interesting, and just by looking at where the belt's sitting, it's right in the middle of the pulley. So once again, what do I do with those parts? Here are your part numbers for you who have this table, who have this issue. So you're going to want to go to Voice of Music for parts, and your part number for this table, you need 3 of these: VM2773 and VM36948. And you're going to go from this mess to these. And I put the beige one on the motor and the black one as the suspension, just floating on the post, and then the screw retaining this in, and we have ourselves a repaired motor. That is it for this one. That is all I'm going to do. I have quite a bit of work to do on this turntable, but I'm not going to be filming it because this is very similar to any other Kenwood or Pioneer with a simple AC motor. You guys seen me do it before, so please check those videos out if you want to know how to lubricate your motor and bearing and all that kind of good stuff. And I have videos on how to set up your arm and all that kind of stuff. Just have a perusal around my my page. Other than that, thanks again for tuning in. This was a success. I'm very happy, and we'll catch you in the next video. Have a great day.